Guys, there is a terrible situation in Florida. There's big fires, and there's a huge economic problem here because homes are going to be threatened, workers are going to miss shifts, roads are going to be closed, insurance will get more expensive, governments are going to burn through the emergency budgets, business are going to lose customers. But the most important thing is that families are in danger, and I hope that nobody gets hurt. And the real problem is, why is this keep happening? Um, we had droughts, now we have fire, now we have to evacuate people. It's a lot of pressure. It's a very dangerous situation. Let's watch.
Florida fire rescue crews rushed to contain multiple brush fires in the Everglades. One fire in Miami-Dade and Broward counties has spread across thousands of acres. Crews were still working to contain it. The fire area is primed for wildfires by severe drought, which covers more than 2/3 of Miami-Dade and Broward counties. No injuries or evacuations have been reported so far.
This is what is currently going on right
This is the warning light, guys. Multiple brush fires, thousands of acres are destroyed, severe drought, crews still trying to contain it. It's not just a scary headline, it's a living hell. But there's going to be a huge bill with this. Every one of those words has a price tag attached to it. You see, there are thousands of acres that are being destroyed, equipment, livestock, overtime, fuel, roads, everything is being destroyed and consumed by the fire. So this is going to be a nightmare, not just from environmental, but also economically. Another thing is that the droughts are making everything more aggravated, and it's not just in Florida. There are multiple reports of fires everywhere. If you take a look at this chart, you can see that there is a high potential of fire in a lot of counties. Okay, but let's watch the difference between a news story and real life. Let's see what this woman has to say.
There's something going on in North Florida that the big news isn't covering. Firstly, Florida is going through a massive drought. It's the biggest drought in decades. And due to the drought, anything can kick off a fire. As of right now, there are 3 massive fires going on in Gainesville. The fire that's about a half a mile away from my house is 306 acres, and it's about 30% contained. The second fire that's about a mile and a half away from my house is about 106 acres and about 24% contained. The third fire is about 24 acres, and I don't know the containment percentage on that one. Keep in mind that Gainesville is not rural. We have some rural areas, but it's mostly inner city. Yesterday, there was an evac order that came about a quarter mile from my house. My neighborhood didn't have to evacuate, but it was really fucking close. The whole northwest side of the city is really smoky. It smells like fire out there. And my car is covered in ash.
Yeah, and
it's getting very complicated. And you notice what she said, that the evacuation order came close, not to her house, but close enough. And that is the part that messes with people's lives. You do not need the fire to burn your house down for the fire to change your life, right? You just need to think it might, and the stress and the fear, it's all it takes to disrupt your life. And now you are checking alerts, and there are lots of things that you are thinking about. Where is my documentation? Do I need to save it? Where are my pets? You are thinking about all of these variables, right? And planning and doing things all would cost a lot of money. You probably are going to a hotel, you have gas, food, medicine, missing work, probably replacing things that the smoke get inside and damage. It's actually a nightmare. You might even have issues with your kids if they breathe the air with smoke. You might have to take them to the ER, and that is a disaster waiting to happen, and it's going to increase the cost of living because people think inflation is only eggs, gas, rent, and insurance. It's not. Inflation is also what happens when life keeps throwing this type of emergencies at you. Every emergency could cost you 300, 400 bucks that you don't have to spend. So let me know, are you dealing with this stuff? Let me know in the comments. watch some fires, floods, storms, smoke, anything like that in the place you are in, let me know in the comments, please. Oh, there goes copyright.
According to law, all 3 fires were deliberately started by somebody. But due to the drought, they're spreading rapidly. The largest fire was started dangerously close to an Amazon distribution center. Multiple suburban neighborhoods are currently engulfed by that fire. A lot of people and animals are displaced from it. Gainesville has a massive homeless population who are also displaced due to the fires. The homeless population is also dealing with a lot of the shelters being shut down due to lack of funding, because the state has also removed funding for the homeless population. DeSantis has also gutted the Department of Education and the Health Department, but those are for another fucking video. Either way, we're okay right now. My neighborhood is okay right now. But you know, keep us in your thoughts.
Excuse my about.
And actually, there was a casualty. I think it was a firefighter that died while fighting all of this. Yeah. Well, every loss of life is tragic, but for the dimension of the fires, at least it was just one person, and my condolence to the family. Let's see another perspective.
Dropping water over towering plumes of smoke that can be seen for miles.
This is the fire, and this is in the direction of my house.
The blaze fueled by dry grass in Florida's lush Everglades. The flames even visible from outer space. The brush fire broke out Sunday with the wind blowing mostly northwest away from population centers. So far, no injuries have been reported, but the wildfire has threatened some homes, including Roxanne Gills. She says the fire was blocking the road.
The only way to leave was to take an airboat.
And tonight, authorities urging residents near the smoke to stay indoors.
Even healthy individuals may experience eye irritation, coughing, sore throat.
And you can see off in the distance some smoke. That is where a lot of the firefighters' efforts have been. We've seen multiple fire vehicles rushing in there throughout the afternoon, a helicopter dropping buckets of water over that area as this fire continues making its way, thankfully, away from population centers. And authorities have said that this blaze is 50%.
That's the positive.
Look. This is why the economic angle matters in the situation. One fire is one emergency, correct? But if you have several fires across the same region, that becomes a systematical problem. Now, firefighters are stretched, roads get watched, hospitals start thinking about smoke, schools start thinking about alerts, businesses start thinking about whatever employees even can get in or not. And if you are poor and you are in a difficult situation financially, things are going to get uglier, because wealthy people, they have options. They can leave, they can book an hotel, they can work remote, they can eat the cost for a week and complain later. They don't care. But normal people don't have that luxury. So if you live paycheck to paycheck, evacuation is not only just scary, it is expensive. And that is the part that never appears in the headlines, right? The headline says fire is contained, yeah, but the family that just spent the last of his money to try to survive this, that's a different story.
Cross, right?
It's like this: when a place is dry enough, straight enough, and underfunded enough, one spark can destroy the whole thing. Let me know in the comments where you're from, if everything is fine, and let's hope for better news in the future. Stay safe.